Today I'm gonna talk to Diana Petrushenko, and we're gonna talk about music and her career as a teacher. How are you doing, Diana?
Or amazing. I mean, when you choose such a profession, your life is amazing. You like living your best life.
That's fantastic. So you're not waiting for a Friday to come, right?
No, never, because I work on Saturdays and on Sundays and on Mondays, like every day. No, I'm
That's
kidding. Of
true.
course, I have days off, but I mean,
They say you have to love what you do, right? And then it's not work.
I mean, sometimes it works because you can't love like every task you have to do because there are a lot of kind of boring things like administrative work, like texting, scheduling, accounting, like who paid, who didn't pay yet, and all this stuff is kind of boring. But I mean, it is what it is. You just have to do what you have to.
That's true. Tell me your story, please. And when did you start learning the piano? Why did you choose this instrument?
Oh, I actually started like in early age. Like I mean early, not three, of course, but at 7. At 7 I went to music school. But before that, of course, I was singing, dancing in kindergarten. So my music teacher for kindergarten suggested my parents to put me into the music school or somewhere so I can share this energy I had. So yeah, at 7 I started to go to music school, and actually I remember the day when I went there first time. Like it was at school, my second grade at primary school. I was like every 5 minutes I was asking my teacher, "Is it time? Are my parents already here?" And she allowed me to go outside every few minutes to check if my parents are already arriving to pick me up to go to music school.
That's
So it was
cool.
kind of funny, but I still remember that, and it was like amazing, amazing. It was my choice, and my parents supported me. They wanted to play me the piano as well.
And
So this was super.
what does music mean to you in your life and benefits that it can bring to an individual?
To me, it's like my lifestyle. I will not even say it is my profession. Of course, it is my profession, and I learned how to do that. I spent 16 years at different schools studying for to get my diploma, my degree. But to me, it's a lifestyle because even when I'm not working, I'm doing something for music. I'm thinking about music. My mind's at 24/7 about art, about music, about some ideas. For example, even a few weeks ago, I did a concert for my students here, and it was like really, really difficult week of organizing everything and preparing everyone. And after the concert, I was so exhausted, like dried, absolutely dried. And I decided to have 1 week holidays. And guess what I did on holidays? I went to Spain. I was going to different concerts. And of course, I went there with my friend, with pianist friend. So all our topics were about art, about music. So for us, it's just like lifestyle. When we are not teaching, we are playing. When we are not playing, we are going to listen to. When we are not going to the concert, we find musicians just on the street. Because in Barcelona, for example, I met a percussionist and a singer just on the street.
Fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's not really profession. In music, you have to choose it like your lifestyle.
that's true. And you teach, right? How do you feel about teaching? You have many students there.
Yeah, I have like really a lot. The previous semester, I had around 40 students, but at some point, I realized I can't manage so many because I started to lose my voice. So I had to lose the number. But now, like I just love it. I know what I'm doing. That's something I'm really sure I'm good at. But I never planned to be a teacher, to be honest. Yeah, my parents wanted me to be a teacher because they didn't see career. Like I'm from a small town, so the highest level of musician career was a teacher from music school. So for them it was like maximum. But for me, I never imagined myself as a teacher. I wanted to play. I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be a musician. musician, like concert musician. I didn't know what I'm gonna do. I didn't know how to do that. But somehow, little by little, step by step, I came to playing and I came to teaching. Actually, I tried so many different professions. I went through the burnout after university, and I tried like everything from cleaning till being a manager and being like supervisor at the hotel, like opening the hotels. Like I did everything, social medias, everything, and even McDonald's. And after all of these different jobs, I realized maybe I can try to teach again, because of course I had some practice while studying like a lot of years, and I decided to leave music, and then was like maybe I can try again, and then I got a first student. They found me. I didn't plan to look for students at that moment, and then I started to teach that guy, and I was like, oh my god, it's so amazing. And then little by little, people just started asking me about lessons, and somehow I became a teacher. I don't know how, but it just happened.
It's
And
just
but
a
actually,
vocation, right?
yeah, it wasn't a plan. It wasn't a plan at all. But it just happened because I mean, when you are good at something, people are going to ask you about this service. For me, it's teaching the piano. So I just became a teacher, and I realized that something I really, really love in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We-
even if maybe in the future, if I perform a lot, like much more than now, and I don't have energy for a lot of students, but I will always keep some.
Sounds amazing. It seems like you do it with a lot of passion, right? You love
Yeah,
teaching.
but also it's something like it's going from inside of me, like it's not like I force myself, it's going from inside. It's going naturally, so it feels like I was born for that. I don't know, it's just like my mission, let's say. That's how I feel it.
Yeah.
Because when, for example, kids come into me for the first lesson, they are like they are scared. The new teacher, like some woman is here talking about some music, and then at the end of the lesson they're relaxed, they are sharing all of their secrets, which I can't share with their parents, of course. And then when I see all of these changes, and little by little, like every lesson, because I'm not only teaching playing the piano, I change mindset at the lessons, because music is about mindset. Yeah, it's not only about fingering, about playing correct notes. It's absolutely about another level of mindset. So little by little, like I follow all of these things, how my student changes, and it inspires me like a lot.
Yeah. And you seem to be connected, to have this connection with kids most of the time, right? Do you teach adults also?
Yeah, I have a lot of that adults actually. There are like 50% of kids and 50 of adults. I enjoy to teach both of them, so I use and share different energy with different ages. But what is a bit difficult for me is to teach teenagers.
Yeah,
It's like
very,
extremely difficult, but some of them are good.
I see. Adolescents are always difficult, yeah, in this sense. They are very
Like I remember
agitated.
myself being a teenager. I wasn't the best student of my teacher, but every time I was like, "Oh my God, it's just karma."
Oh, yeah. And this is crazy. And what about recommendations for a student who wants to become a professional musician? Any recommendations? What would you say?
For younger generations, right? Like, what will
Yeah.
I say? I will say probably maybe I will give two advices. First one is always to remember that music, it is an energy. It's not just sounds. It's energy we are sharing. It's our energy, and we have to be careful about the energy we are sharing, because our audience will accept everything what we send to them. That's the first one. And second one, I will suggest everyone to learn how to rest, because we practice a lot, we work like a lot, like crazy, and we really need to learn how to rest, how to keep our minds open to get new ideas, and then to get more energy and then share with audience.
Oh, I like one word that you said, which is energy, right? Music
Yeah,
is
to me,
energy.
it's just energy. Music is energy, and it's everything we have inside. While we are playing, we are spreading around us, and all the people are accepting that, and they feel this energy. We change with our energy lives of other people.
Yeah. You mentioned that you have to, when you're teaching, you change this point of view, or perhaps your mood is something that changes when you're teaching, right? Right. And where do you draw inspiration from to teach?
Actually, I had really good teachers, and I learned a lot from them. And what is the most exciting about my lessons were with my teachers, with my professors. Before playing, we used to talk around 3 4 hours before our lessons about absolutely different topics. And then in this like communication, we were looking for different ideas, and then with that energy we could play. And I learned from them how to feel people. How to find this empathy to everyone, how to find this like special method for everyone, how to connect with people, how connect with their energies, how connect with their souls, how to look a bit deeper than and hear a bit deeper than they say, for example, because in the intonation you can find much more, in eyes you can see much more than it's pronounced by mouths.
Yeah, it's more than words, right? It's like
Yeah, it's much more, it's like totally deep connection on some level. I don't know, it's somewhere in space probably.
yeah. This is amazing. You sharing energy with people, good energy, of course, because music is something wonderful, something that can bring only benefits to people, right?
Yeah, but it's not really always good, to be honest. There are so many like depressive moments about music. But all of these are aspects of our life. We need to learn positive and negative energies. We need to learn different emotions because that's what makes music truth. Because music is an art, and art is always about real life. So music don't have to be beautiful. Music shows what is going on around. So when the times are more difficult, the music is much more difficult, and through music we can hear the truth, what is going on in the world, in different spheres. Let's say it's about economy, it's about people mindset, it's about maybe aggression, it's about peace, it's about everything. Not everyone is ready to accept it. Pretty often I can hear something like music is behind politic. Music art is not about like politic stuff. No, it's everything about politics, it's everything about everything, because again music is an energy, and the energy we have in heart, energy we have outside, we share. And music is just like vibrations of this energy which are spreading it more and more.
I get it. It's fantastic because what you mentioned about the state of mind, the state of people when they compose, what is happening when they compose. Everything is in music, right? You can bring all these feelings into music, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. And I would add, and that's why AI will not be better ever in our lives because there is no energy.
Yes, never. Yeah, there won't be a like a Chopin's uh,
Of course not.
artificial intelligence. It cannot be made by something that doesn't feel, right. You have to feel music.
So, like an instrument, it is good, but it's never gonna be better than a human beings in music because we share like our inner world, and there is nothing like that in artificial intelligence.
True. Yeah, we see a lot of technology today. Does it help it teaching somehow? Like using artificial intelligence in teaching is something good. Did you ever try something like this?
I don't use it a lot because I prefer, like, what I like about music is about creating stuff. Yeah, I want artificial intelligence to do some things I don't like to do, and I like to be creative. So I don't use it much, but sometimes I can do something like that. I can ask if I don't have an idea about some, let's say I have a girl like French speaking and she wants to learn French song, kids song, and I can ask ChatGPT about different French songs and then choose something, let's say, like to find a bit more information. But I don't use it much at my lessons. Mm-mm. But I do use different softwares like for audio recordings, for videos, for creating music sheets, for creating arrangements. So I use all of this, of course. But it's everything going from my head. Actually, I'm not asking ChatGPT or any other artificial intelligence to create something for me. Like never.
I see. And music is like another language we learn, right? And
Yeah.
how was it for you? For example, you speak English. How was it? What was the process of learning English like for you?
Mm, I don't know. I had English lessons from kindergarten. So it's difficult, and also I'm bilingual. So to me, just switching languages in my mind, I learned how to do it already being an adult. But while during the school, I learned different languages and I didn't know how to use them. So it was just knowledge without practice. Then, when I moved actually from Ukraine to Czech Republic, in 1 year, I started to speak more languages because I started to use them. Like I started to use my passive knowledge in active life, in active practice. So
I
now I
see.
speak like 5 languages.
Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, and plus music.
Yeah, you speak five languages plus music, right?
Yeah, because music is my native language.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, what do you like the most? What do you like best? Instrumental music or what kind of music do you really
It
love?
depends. I really love all kinds of art because it's everything about human souls. It's about energy, everything, and all the kinds of arts are connected. Um, it's just a method how people can share what they have inside. So it doesn't matter if it's music, if it's a pictures, if it's a videos, if it's something else like theater. It's everything about souls and energy. So I like all of kinds of the music. I prefer to listen some styles like classical and jazz music. I prefer these two styles, but I can listen to others as well when it's about something important.
Sounds fantastic. So, music in general, and most of all, classic and jazz, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just big fan of that.
Me too. I really appreciate the classical composers. I have a favorite one, and
Yes.
which is Beethoven,
Of
which for me
course.
is the best expression ever. But of course, I
Mhm.
listen to a lot of different things. It's always important for a musician to understand music, to be open-minded, right?
Yeah, that's true. And also, what helps to understand music is traveling,
Yeah.
traveling the world. Because when you go to another country to learn another culture, you understand how to play their music.
Yeah. And which five languages do you speak? Is
Like
Czech?
Czech, Ukrainian, English, Russian, and I learned German now.
Wow, okay, that's fantastic. I'm learning German as well. This is a difficult language for Latin people that speak Latin origin-based language, like Portuguese. We speak Portuguese here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I was thinking about learning Portuguese or Spanish or French next.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
not
a
sure
very
which
good
one.
Portuguese teacher. Yeah.
Okay, when I decide, I will text you about the
Uh,
lessons.
yeah. For us, Ukrainian is a very difficult language. We have to learn the alphabet and different.
That's true,
Um,
but it's my native one, so I'm lucky
yeah,
in
for
this
you, it's
case.
very easy, right? But
I mean, to be honest, sometimes I'm not sure how to write some words, but
yeah, not
sometimes
even the
I'm not sure
native.
about the last letter. But I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's like
it happens to everyone. No, no, the Brazilian people don't speak a real Portuguese. We have a colloquial one. Yeah,
of
and
course, like.
Mm.
Every region has some dialect.
That's true.
Yes.
And thank you very much for sharing with us all your energy, which is a beautiful energy. We can see that you're a teacher, that you love what you do, right?
Yeah, I really love it. Like I'm in love with my occupation.
Fantastic. And hope to see you soon to have more interviews with you. We're gonna show a little bit of you playing after the video, right?
Yeah, sure, of course. And I hope who is watching us now, maybe they can write some questions for the next interview in the comments.
Fantastic. That would be very good. So if you're watching us, please write some questions and we get a new interview with Diana, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much. Any words for the people that are watching?
Yeah, I would give one more advice probably to always keep cold minds and warm heart
Amazing. I like
in
this
all the
one.
situations.
Fantastic. Thank you very much again.
Thank you too. Thank you for interviewing me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
You too.